And welcome back to Seablock episode number 17 now, I believe. Sound should be better, and hopefully the image quality is better as well. Let me know if there are issues. Next thing, we obviously don't have any tech running, so let's get some tech happening. That's not a bad idea, actually. Might start getting some of those, even though I haven't even used the first ones yet. And right after these, I really don't know, other than we do want all of these things sooner or later, so why not just get them started. Now, interestingly enough, the end of last episode, well, we were doing this washing, but I also noticed, look at copper, there's just no copper in the system. We've got enough iron. We have kind of enough tin. We have silicon that's starting to bank up, so that could be an issue, but poor copper. We also have another issue. Oxygen. Very, very, very low. I don't think this thing is ever run. This is continuous, but it's keeping control of the gas quite well, but this one virtually never. So, looking at these guys, it looks like we're getting maybe half of these machines getting to output. 1, 2, 3. So we could probably double this up, and that's kind of what I am going to do. We need one more of these, a crystallizer. Can we remember where they were? They must be in there. There we go. We have a crystallizer. So I want one more crystallizer. Actually, is it a crystallizer I need, or is it... Yes, crystallizer is this one. These guys are waiting, draining. Okay, so this one was 4 seconds crafting, uses 50 minutes sludge. This one is 3 seconds crafting, produces 50 slag slurry. This one uses 50 slag. Okay, so it's not quite. We can sort of get one extra, but not quite. So we'd probably have to go up to here to. We're using 5 slag. 10 slag every 3 seconds from the 2. 10 slag every 3 seconds, which is 200 slag a minute. We're making 15 slag per machine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 15 slag a minute. That's 90. That's 180, and according to these things, they're using 5 slag every 3 seconds each. But they can't unload the slag slurry fast enough. So I think one more machine will basically sort that out. One of these. After all of that pondering. So what I really want is for it to go about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just not going to fit, but that actually would fit quite well. We probably want to... Actually, I could do that with a cheaper one of these guys. Just like that. You just have the straight up product, don't you? Yes. Okay, now... the challenge will be... getting any input from this one. Oh, there's no room there. I need a much longer one of those to do it. You are probably not staying full anymore. You are probably not quite getting enough. It's certainly continuous. What about this one? In comparison, no. I just need some way to get this over connecting to this one. Maybe actually... no. I can't really. That could be back one. That could be back one. How does this help? Doesn't. Is that any better? Are we noticing any more copper coming out? Who knows? It will have to do for now. I don't think we have too many options in the matter. It's far from ideal. I will definitely admit that. Maybe that's slightly better. At least it's not running out. We have a better recipe to implement over here. Let's get back to what we were doing though. I was quite keen on getting all of this going. I think I simply want a flare stack on this gas. I can think of no use for it at this time. And then we want our next washing machine to pick up, I think, the next formula. It needs more water, and it has, what is the outputs? It has mud and concentrated mud water. So we're getting more mud though, that's sort of what we want. I don't know what we use concentrated mud water for. Let's just have a look. So heavy mud water, one of two recipes. The other one is just from a barrel. So that doesn't matter. Heavy mud water, that was the one that came out of this one. Usage concentrated mud water. Again, we just have these two recipes. Usage, we can actually make clay from concentrated mud water. Or mud. And we're not up to that recipe yet. So we can make clay. Unburnt clay brick. We need lime to go with it. We need another machine here anyway. Okay, fine. Mud. Clay or mud. Not sure. Not sure just yet. Let's go to our tech. We're trying to get to this thing. So let's start off with assembly machine. For that. It needs those guys. One of each. They need assembly machines. Let's do, well, what we started off doing down here. You can be that one. You can be that one. You need protective scaffolding and seedling nest. Okay. Scaffolding is wood bricks and paper. The seedling nest is the soil and the compost. And there was a recipe using brown algae for compost, which I think we needed a composter, not a seed extractor, a composter. There you go. We need a little bit of steel for that one to happen. Have I turned off all my steel? I may have done so. You are the steel maker. There's nothing in there. There is some oxygen getting to you. Maybe we could turn you on again. Let's have a little bit more of this action. That should do it. Now at least we're producing some steel, even if the steel that we're getting is only good enough for, making some machines, but that's kind of what we need it for. We certainly have plenty of resources here. It may even be forcing this process to stop if we don't use some of it. That's 4 steel. How much do we need for our composter? We need 12 steel in total, so we need a bit more. Another 4. This actually makes 2 from 8, which is not great, but it's better than nothing. Oh, and this is fuel, so the other thing that we can do is this. You should probably be limited to, say, 1 stack. We're getting through this tech quite quickly. I think that got us to there. No, that's that one. So we probably want to just keep going till I actually find a reason for something. Get through the tech as fast as possible always seems like a good idea. So we now have a composter. You want seedling nest, I think seedling nest. You're just made, oh, hang on. Assembly machine 2, you require an assembly machine 2. Let's put you up there for now. Ooh, you need water as well, huh? Maybe from this direction. Maybe we'll even make that offshore pump now. Just to get this requirement out of the way. We could have probably brought water down from that, but so your ingredients are otherwise compost and soil. We know one of those comes from this machine, and as you can see, we're shortly not going to have enough space here, so I'm going to have to move everything down. In fact, let's do that now. Let's see if we have any more of our landfill. I'm going to guess that we will. I can remember, there it is, 944, that's fairly significant actually. Okay, if only we had robots. Basically, I want to move you down by a lot. You are actually completely in the way. How about we just move everything up? So if we started and said the composter, however, however you pronounce these things, should go there, and this one should probably go about there. You were this one here. No, you were not any of those. You were none of those either. We're trying to get to this. You need to be a seedling nest. Where were the seedling nests? It's animals. Seedling nest. I had this recipe previously. Is the machine somehow wrong? You're producing okay. No. It's none of those. It's none of those. Okay, you're trying to make a ground sample. Seedling nest. What are you made in? Ground sample. Seedling nest. You are made in... That's right, you're made in an assembly machine 2. That's why we couldn't fit you. That's why we built that. So you needed to be something completely different. Seedling nest. Compost. That's what you're making. Maybe the recipe gets chosen when we give you ingredients. And I think we can give it ingredients. Yes. You can go that way. Oops. And you can go there. Inserters. I just have to make these on the bus very shortly as well. Your other ingredient is soil. I don't know the recipe for soil, but we'll find it very shortly. I think it was just mud, was it? Mud and... So we need compost for soil as well. This can be made in a normal machine. Okay, you are making soil. Soil. I have mud. So So your ingredients are satisfied. You are the ground sample. It's a seedling nest. Ground sample needs seedling nest and protective scaffolding. The protective scaffolding needs wood bricks and paper. Wood bricks and paper. Protective scaffolding. Okay, we're making wood bricks. Nowhere here. Awkward. Wood bricks could be made off this stuff. And paper as well. Really, no more inserting at machines. Let's get another one. So you could be making wood bricks. No, you couldn't because you need those. Okay. Another machine. Move over. Not giving me enough room to do this. Okay, you are going to make wood pellets. You're going to make wood bricks. You are going to output that here. We're going to need some more belt, which means we're going to need more iron, because of course we need more iron, because that's kind of the name of this game. You need more iron. It's a great game the whole family can play. Okay. Too high. Let's see. So I want to output onto this. Without changing the direction of unrelated belts, and I need to send everything in the correct direction. You need to output. Actually, I can change where it outputs, so it doesn't really matter. I keep forgetting about that's the right place. In fact, with Funky Bob's inserters, I could just put it diagonally here, but we don't have those yet. It might even be worth rushing those, but I'm so used to building this sort of thing. How many do you need? You need 8 pellets. Okay, good. It is starting to work. And then let's just give that some space. There's the ingredients for our scaffolding. This makes our ground sample, which is that one. And we've got, hang on, scaffolding doesn't go there. What we're trying to do is we need 2 of these. So, Something like that. Your scaffolding. You are this fancy bio planner research. Power. You need some of them. So this will fairly slowly make some of this stuff. Which I might put into a box. A small box because it's not making very much. I think we're going to want it going this way. Even though I have power down here and I don't have power up here. Let's do that. What are we actually waiting on? What? Alien plant life sample and ground sample. Okay, we got this totally wrong. It was right the first time. This thing is the one that needs the protective scaffolding, not that one. No. That one. You want to be doing those. Here's some of those. And paper. Here's all the paper I've picked up so far. That's better. Now, your other recipe is alien plant life sample. I seem to remember I could make this from various things. Including probably the desert garden. Alien plant life sample. And that doesn't appear to be what we want. So how about we go to the science instead then? Optimized biome planner. Op. Nope. Biome. There. Alien plant life sample. So one desert garden gets converted in a seed extractor. Okay. A seed extractor makes 32. So we need a seed extractor. That needs some stone and some steel. Stone and steel. Here is the stone. Steel. Oh, I got 200 of it already. Seed extractor. Okay, I probably should just go around this, but I'm not. Whoops, not going to. I'm just going to go over. Seed extractor. So this is where one of the products that we picked up. Oh, hang on. Which one are we going to use? We've got 4 desert gardens. We have 3 desert trees. I think those were the only things. Desert garden. Binifran, is that an option? Desert seed. Swamp garden. what? Temperate garden? No, it has to be... It will have to be this one. Is there any reason to hold back here? Not sure. So we will get 16 alien plant life samples. And then there's all these percents for all these other things. So I guess we will make some more inserters. Plant that there. Very quiet. Quite sure what's going on. Oh my goodness, how long do you take? 300 seconds crafting time. And what's this? Is this a 0.75? So yes, we'll come back in the next episode when that will be done. In the meantime, we'll have to move on to something else. Okay. What exactly do we want to do with our washing process? I'm still not sure. I'm not sure if we want this to make mud or if we want to make clay. Yeah, I'm unsure. I do want this to be able to work though. So that should be making some clay for us. This one needs water. Let's just reuse the same offshore pump. So you're making this concentrated mud water, and we've got to work out what we want to do with it. I don't know. We are still waiting on you. You have plenty of those backed up. You have a ton of compost backed up. You actually want another box so that you can load up on brown algae whenever you need to. I will get a steel chest. This is so I can dump all of my stuff and go and pick up all the brown algae that we've dumped up here. And place it in here. Let's grab that back. You get down most of 100. We can use this brown algae to fill you out. Interestingly enough, we didn't need any resources from our bus. We are getting all 4 of these running. How's our science actually doing? Not too bad, but I would like to see... Oh, we do have the science 4. How many of those guys do you need? Just 1. Ah, the rest were placed into there. Okay, that's not ideal. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. 12. Whatever happened to our filter inserter? I don't think I have a filter inserter anymore. Must have used it in a recipe. Have we finished? Yes, we have. Plastic 1. Okay. Do plastic. What's this one? Basic chemistry. I guess we need these. I don't know what for, but let's do them anyway. That gets us quite a long way. Oh yeah, do that. Okay. I don't know what all those things were for, but never mind. Let's do them. So if we were to make a filter inserter, which we can, then I should be able to place that here and blacklist the this thing, alien plant life sample. Then this guy, if I place this one in here, it would have to unload it into here. Everything else will still get loaded into here, but these will get loaded into here. And that means that we are making optimized biome planners. Science. Why is this not producing? You need the cellulose pulp. You need the fiber. Oh, and you need not to be there. That was unfortunate. So you can basically go continuously now. We can pick up about 1,800 of these alginic acids. Let's clear up. Let's do a little bit of housekeeping. We left one. No, we left. Yeah, one box. 1.5k. There are no other boxes of that nature along here. You are chockers, so in other words, you're basically chockers. So it wouldn't hurt to improve the efficiency of this. Power is okay. It's not perfect, but it is okay. Not you. Oh, it's up here, isn't it? That's all the extras of those that we had. We also have a little bit of brown algae here. I don't know how fast our sample is going down. It's actually going down at a rate of knots. That is awesome, actually, in many ways. So we are probably going to need to do a replacement of that brown algae. Yes, we can make a 1. We could probably make a 2 if we really needed it. It's the water. It's there. So let's have you make brown algae. Oh, you need saline water for brown algae. Saline water, that's right. What about blue? Sulfuric wastewater and carbon dioxide. There is some attraction in using the sulfuric wastewater because I do believe that 353 where is it? It'll be in the middle here somewhere. 633. That is growing, I think. It's hard to tell. We could certainly consider using that. Otherwise, we need the saline water. Just a moment. Let's just pause, actually. And back. So, yes, to make the brown algae, we need saline water. Which I seem to remember well, actually, let's check. Because as we're progressing quite quickly through tech, new recipes are coming up. So, sodium chloride, that's interesting. Purified water. We can actually now convert water directly into saline water through a salination plant. The opposite of a desalination plant, I guess. Wow, we must have already done this tech. Okay. That doesn't really make sense to us anymore. That's what I was thinking of doing. Thin mud water can make the saline water for us. How much of this stuff do we need? That's 5 seconds for 200. That's plenty, actually. I don't know what we actually need the saline water for, but our washing process can give it to us. So I need some more washing plants. It's a chemical plant. Washing, 1, 2. Washing plant. So you're outputting concentrated mud water. So you should be making light. Can't mix fluids, go away. What are you? Concentrated. Oh, okay. Concentrated mud water. You're concentrated mud water, aren't you? This is the stuff coming out. Not chemical plant, washing plant. Okay. Concentrated mud water. So we have to leave a space. It's the only way we can make this thing see reason. That means that we're getting light mud water out. One more washing plant. Light mud water recipe. Can't mix fluids. Don't mix fluids. Light mud water recipe. Oh, yeah. Light mud water. Like water and concentrated. No, wait a minute. That's already doing the light mud water. Thin mud water recipe. Saline water. That's what we wanted, right? I don't know why we would want sand from that recipe, actually. What do you need exactly? Oh, you need thin mud water. So we're jumping the gun. We have to do yet another. We have to do this one. And in betweensies, get one more washing plant. Where is it? There it is. Why did we do this? Well, we're getting the mud out of it that we need. And I know we can use these products for other things as well. So you are doing that one. So now I have a free supply of the saline water that we need to get rid of. Perfect. You'd think I planned it that way, wouldn't you? If only. So I have no idea if this is going to give us a net surplus or not. What I do know is you are making you're making mud, which we need to accumulate. You're just making mud, you're making mud, you're making mud, and you also make, everybody makes mud. We need to be accumulating this mud. Which one of these guys actually needed the mud? Was it you? You need mud as an input and compost. But for the moment, we have run out, as your supply of desert gardens has vanished. And we only have binifran seed because these other ones, desert seed, really come to anything. We just got all these other things. And we have a total of 48 science. 48 science. What can we use binifran seed in? What is there in the tech tree? You lead to binifran seed makes binifran. Binifran seed. Binifran can make beans. It can make other things. Okay. Binifran. Whoops. I haven't touched any of Angel's binifran. Okay. What? Let's just go seed. Search is obviously lacking something. Here we go. Wheat and seed. Binifran seed. Okay, usage to make binifran. Or compost. Okay, that's good to know. We can make compost from it. Okay, binifran. Usage. To make more seed. Or to make beans. Or to make compost. Beans can make nutrient pulp. I remember seeing that somewhere. Raw vegetable oil All of this stuff. Raw vegetable oil. Nutrient pulp. Whoops. Beans usage. Nutrient pulp. You can make more nutrient pulp and make vegetable oil. Recipe. No, I want the usage of the nutrient pulp. Fuel oil. Synthesis gas. Big biter. Okay. What about the vegetable oil? Beans, vegetable oil. Fuel oil. I thought one of these things was going to lead to like bioplastic, but I might be mistaken. How about I get out of all of that and I just search on plastic. Plastic bar. I want recipes for plastic bar. The only one that we have is liquid plastic. Propane. See, I mean something like this, cellulose acetate. Raw bioplastic. Alright, if we go back to the beginning recipe, propane gas. That's not looking promising. Cellulose mixture. You can get from fiber, plus we can do that already. That's one of the things that comes out of this. Brief. Okay, I might have to have a bit more of a look at that afterwards, but last episode I finished on like a eureka. This episode I think we're finishing on a holy smoke. However, at least I don't think there's any reason to keep this remaining desert garden, so I'm going to throw it in there and let this go up to 64 of these, which is enough for 2 of the recipes. I'm not quite sure what we use these recipes for. Swamp farming, temperate farming. Wheaton. What was the other stuff that we had? We had desert tree. No, I don't know if it makes any difference. So I guess we just start with, we know for sure we want desert farming. I'm not sure what the other one that we want is. Do we want one of these things? Possibly. Desert tree arboretum. So we can grow desert trees. Hatchery. And grow our own biters. Not sure. Let's just get some normal tech in queued up. We're doing that one. Gas stream cracking. Geode processing. oil stream cracking. We'll get to all of those things eventually. How far do we get to go on green science before it becomes an issue how much we have? That's quite a chunk, so I don't need to worry about it just yet. Alright guys, thanks very much for watching me. Oh, hang on. Let's at least unload the mud. Iron plate. Iron plate, it's right here. Actually, we appear to be running out of iron plate. That's interesting. Yeah, so thanks for watching me. It's very appreciated. I don't need 2 of you, just 1 will do. We need to put, how many of these are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put you as a near inserter. You as a near inserter as well. And you guys, who needs mud? You need mud. Do you need mud? No, you don't need mud. You don't need mud. You don't need mud. So there's only you that needs mud. Let's run the mud to where it's needed. And yeah, I was in the middle of a wrap-up, wasn't I? Run the mud to where it's needed so this process can more or less be automated. And you get compost, so it is automated now. If this process worked, it's now automated. Okay, thanks a lot. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.